Hey, and thanks for stopping by to check out NFP3 Bodies and Basic Clothing. What do you need for this collection? You need NFP1 tools. It has all the essential files that this thing is missing in order to run properly. So as long as you got NFP1 in, you are good to go. So let's go ahead and hit Add Collection. So one foam mod we have to mess with is CBBE 3BA Vanilla Outfits Redone. So go ahead and click where it says Optionals. And this is the reason we have to mess with it. If you do not have Anniversary Edition, so if you don't have the Creation Club content, I need you to click None. For those of us that do have all the Creation Club content, it needs to be Yes. That's just to make the installation a little bit easier for Special Edition users. Now, none of the rest of these are included anywhere in the NFP series, so the only thing you should have selected is Himbo. The ZabBios retextures are NFP 16 retextures, but they are set up in a way that you do not need to use this compatibility patch with them. So once you get to this screen, do not just hit install optional mods. We are going to view the optional mods. First thing we're going to look at is the body slide files. Now you could obviously build your own if you would like. There's a link for a tutorial series on how to use body slide on this collections page. Or you can use one of the ones I've pre-built for you. This is basic. Only install this if you do not plan on getting O-body, like if you don't want NFP4. Get that one. This one is pre-built for O-body, so if you plan on getting NFP4, go ahead and get the correct body slide file so you don't have to come back to this later. For the purposes of this video, I am going to get the basic. And regardless of which one you choose, you will get a little pop-up reminding you, like this one, only install if you're not going to use O-body. So if you select the wrong one, just hit skip and then pick the correct one. But I meant to pick this one, so I'm going to hit install. Next thing we're going to talk about is the Himbo CC refits. Now, this is again if you have the Creation Club content. So if you have Skyrim AE, you do need this. If you have Skyrim SE, so you don't have the free Creation Club content, ignore this. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the Futanari texture patches and the Futanari add-on. Now, some users were having an issue when I had this set up to be off-site. I could not get permissions to host them on-site, but I did find out I could set up direct download links. That keeps you from having to go off-site. That keeps the downloads coming from the official source, which keeps the mod author happy. Everybody wins, right? So if you don't know what Futa is, you don't want it. If you do know what Futa is, you probably want it, and you're going to need both. You're going to need the patch, and you are going to need the add-on. Now here I give you a warning when you select download, and it says needed for Futa content. Do not apply the Futa add-on when you are in Helgen or an alternate start mod, as this will cause invisible body issues later. Wait until you have either exited Helgen Cave or you leave your alternate start area. Alright, so that's all the choices that you got to make with this collection. Now, before you go into your game, you need to run your animation engine and deploy your mods. So once you get to character creation, the first thing you're probably going to notice is facial hair is 247, right? It goes up to 290. Beards of Power gives you a lot more options for what you can put on your male faces. Your male's hair. He now has 160 options. Now, all of these ones here, the EVG modular, are player only, so you're the only one in the game that's going to have these. Now, you do still have the vanilla styles, but they are SMP enabled. The same goes for the women. You still got the vanilla hairstyles, they're SMP enabled. And for women, you could also use the modular hairstyles because those are unisex. You got a lot of new eye colors. You got quite a few new things to play with here to customize your character. Now, like I like to say when you're starting up, wait for the alerts in the top left to finish dropping and clear off your screen before you start tinkering with things. This, by the way, is alternate start, so if I want to use the Futa add-on, I don't want to use the hotkey until I'm no longer in this area. Anyway, let's go look at our MCMs. First one is CBBE 3BA. Now, generally, I don't do anything in here with the exception of setting these two hotkeys to something I know I will never use. I have never seen any other mods with hotkeys there, so I set them there. That way I know I'm not going to hit them by accident. For TNG, under General, set an add-on size customization hotkey. This is essentially your futa key. It can be whatever you want. Now, swap revealing and covering is useful if you download extra armors that are supposed to be revealing and they're not. You can use that hotkey for that. Next thing you need to look at is add-ons. First thing I would click is randomize men's add-ons. Get a little variety if you're going to go looking. And then we need to look here if you got the futa mod, that is. So if you don't want to see futa at all, you want to be the only one, leave this box unchecked and put that at 0. I guarantee you won't find another futa in your world. Now, if you want to find them in your world, check this box and then you set this % chance at whatever you want. Anywhere from 1% all the way to every single woman you encounter will be a futa. So that's entirely up to you, however you want to set that. I usually keep it somewhere between 2 to 5%, but that's me. You don't have to do that. And this screen, I leave alone. Alright, so how do we use the hotkey? Well, I'm in the starting area, so we can't go over that. Let's go out in the world, we'll look at some of the NPCs, and I'll show you what the hotkey does. Well, alright, we are now out of our alternate start area, so it is safe to use that futa hotkey. Then you can select the add-on and change your size. And if you don't want it anymore, you just hit the hotkey again and reset the default. Well, this does work on NPCs. Let's get them in our crosshairs so we can see their name. Hit the key. And she now has the add-on. I'm not going to strip her down and show you. You can look for yourself in the game.
Oh, Sadia.
Yes, Mom? What are you doing that for?
Now, this also works on male NPCs. So let's go to Mikhail, hit the hotkey. And as you can see, you got several choices for how it looks. I'm going to let you discover how they look on your own. I'm not showing that on camera. And then you have a size. And this is Mikhail, so of course we got to do that. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives.
So let's go look at some of these basic outfits and NPCs with the nice FSMP enabled hair now.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
There's my girl. I love Uthgard. I don't care what you say. This is my girl. I like me a strong Nord woman.
Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. Very successful business.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Lilith, are you doing Pilates or something?
I actually advise the Jarl on political matters.
I always set some aside for myself when the traders bring them up from the south.
I'm sure you could charge double for those and still sell them all within a week.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun to your table. It's a shame, isn't it?
Hi there.
And here's some of the new guard armors.
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife?
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
You should be talking to my steward.
Make a move toward Balgruuf, and you're dead.
I'm so angry, I can hardly stand.
I'm the Jarl, not a barkeep. Speak your business.
Now where is it? It takes a while to make a dress.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
We must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Now these SMP hairs do not apply to Khajiit or Argonians. I did add a bunch of extra stuff for them though, so you got that going for you. They're going to have plenty of extra hairs and SMP enabled tails. And the particular SMP hair replacer I got targets specific NPCs. I didn't get one that randomly distributes because I found the ones that randomly distribute tend to cause issues in a game. They'll give hairs to the wrong NPCs, like they'll put female hair on male body and vice versa. So that's why I was careful to make sure I picked one that it said it targets these specific NPCs, and it's like 2,000 different NPCs it affects in the vanilla game. So you will be seeing some people without the SMP enabled hair, but the majority of the NPCs you're going to interact with should have it. Let's go see if we can find some Khajiit or Argonians, or maybe some orcs to look at. Just kind of gawk. Okay, so I don't know if you recognize these guys, because you probably just usually loot their chest, but these are the ones that come to Dawnstar. You can see these new hairstyles. See the Khajiit teeth fix.
Air is so
Those are
clear
textures.
in Skyrim. One can see forever.
Push it the damn way. Trying to see your tails. You see the nice SMP enabled tails.
Yes.
Long floofy tails on the Khajiitis. Alright, let's head to Riften to look at a couple Argonians. They seem to like it down there.
The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at its back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Mississippi Blackbriar.
Miss Kirava. As you can see, the Argonians have shorter, a little bit stiffer tails.
Working at the Riften Fishery.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery.
There's Miss Fujita, and if you don't know, talking to her is how you start the quest to becoming Thane of Riften.
What am I going to do?
Stop taking skooma, lady.
Not hiring anyone at the moment, so if you're looking for work, you're out of luck.
And here's Swims in Deep Water, so you can have a look at him. Now, he's sitting down, but you can see, kind of see, he's also got that SMP enabled tail. Alright, let's go find a couple orcs, and we will have everybody checked off the list.
You're not worth it.
Alright, so here we have some
Malakath
of our
blesses
orcs.
this land for the orcs, and the orcs alone.
Oh, we got a tub and one of the new Black Mage outfits. I really dig those. The college robes, like some of the college robes look really good too. Makes me want to play a spellcaster. Just because the outfits are badass. But you can see they got the closed mouths, they got Orchodontist installed. So that's it. You've seen just about every race. You've seen some of the improvements to them. You've seen the SMP hairs that you're going to get with this collection.
But we don't want you here.
So you got nice customizable characters now. You got a lot of different options with the things you can have.
And the orcs alone.
So I hope you enjoyed this collection, and I hope you have yourself a good day.